My name is Flora Rose, and this is my story. It's 1885, and I find myself back in India after spending 4 years at Appleyard's Ladies' Academy in England. I was born here in India. My father is Lieutenant Colonel Leon James Quinn. Father was stationed here as a commissioned officer in the Royal British Army in 1854. He arrived full of dreams and aspirations, eager to learn and grow as an officer. He was also a budding philosopher, wanting to soak up language, tradition, religion, and culture. And then the violent mutinies of 1857 and 1858 happened. Father said they were the worst times of his life. He saw death then, death to humanity, death to friendship, death to hope, death to innocence and destruction all around him. He was seriously injured and was in hospital for 8 months. This is where he met my mother. My mother is Alice Meredith Brown. Mother was 28 when she came out to India. At 28, considered a spinster by all around her, by social standards, she was finally allowed to travel by her very conservative parents. Mother trained as a nurse in a hospital training school for nurses in Kaiserwerth, Germany, where she met her friend and mentor Florence Nightingale in 1851. They kept in touch upon returning to England, and encouraged by Sister Flo's travels and stories of the Crimean War experience, Mother joined the XxAmNSI, Queen Alexandra's military nursing service for India, hoping for both a career and adventure abroad. When she heard of the Great Mutiny of 1857 in India, she knew it was her calling. By the time she arrived, calm had been restored, but there was still much damage in its wake. She arrived with one tin suitcase that contained all her worldly belongings. A fresh-faced, wide-eyed, innocent young British woman in a hot, dusty, loud, overcrowded city on the opposite side of her comfortable and sheltered world. I often think of that moment. It must have been the opposite of how I felt when I got off the boat on my first trip to England in 1881. I remember it being gray and wet and cold and so quiet. I hated it. But Mother loved India from the moment she arrived, and she seemed to fit right into the world that was waiting for her. She started working at the British General Hospital in Madras as a nursing sister, paying attention to the medical and nursing needs of the British soldiers who were still lingering months after their initial injuries had healed. This is how she met my father. She tells the story beautifully, and I never tire of hearing it from both sides. Father had lost more than just time and health. He had lost his soul and his spirit. He had become a shell of a man, eating and breathing, but not living. He would sit in the gardens of the hospital, staring into nothingness, wrapped in a faded wool blanket despite the heat. One day, the nursing superintendent, Sister Price, walked by with the newest nurse to join the hospital, Sister Alice, pointing out all the patients who were to be in my mother's care. "Don't bother about that one," she whispered to Mother as they walked past Father. "He's due to be transferred back to England any day now." As she walked by him, Mother looked at Father, and he at her, and, well, it was the start of their love story. He said he saw an angel that day, and his heart awakened from its dark grave. She said she saw a broken spirit that she knew she had to mend. The next day she brought him her beloved black floral pashmina shawl, given to her by her sister before she left home. The day after that she gave him her favorite book, a collection of short stories and poems. And the day after that she gave him her handkerchief with the initials A.M. delicately stitched in the corner. Father still has these treasures. Whenever he tells the story, I bring them out and hold them against my heart as he recounts those days. It took some time, but Father did indeed get well and was released from care and back on duty, where he was decorated and promoted to lieutenant colonel. And then it was Father's turn. He wooed my mother. He would wait for her to finish her shift at the hospital and walk her home, always with a flower. It's why she loves flowers. It's why I love flowers. Flowers are given free from the earth, a gift from God. Love is also given free from the heart, truly another gift from God. So here I am, 24 years old and back where it all began, except I feel this is not the India I left behind. I was 20 when I left to attend apple yards. I thought I knew it all back then, and now I know that I know nothing. It is truly a humbling thought. I wonder what adventures await me. I wonder what I am here to do. I wonder if I can make a difference. Only time will tell.